Hello, I'm going to be doing deviation from ideal mental health. It's the last one, the definition of abnormality. So it's basically when someone doesn't meet a set of criteria for a good mental health. So one more time, it's when someone doesn't meet a set of criteria for a good mental health. So Jehoda said that ideal mental health is when you are, so I'm just giving you some examples, it's when you're able to cope with stress, you are independent, you're autonomous, basically, rational, you have a good self-esteem, you're able to strive to reach your potential. Absence of these criteria is said for us to be classified as abnormal. That's pretty much it. So here are the evaluations to really focus on. So the strength of it is that's a highly comprehensive definition, and in fact covers most of the reason why people actually seek for help for their mental health. This means that ideal mental health provides this checklist against which we can actually assess ourselves and discuss psychological issues with a range of professionals. Also, another strength is that it's actually seen as a positive attempt to define abnormality. So it doesn't really focus on the negative. So do you see how positive this sounds? For example, if I had to go back to deviation, here, see, it's just when you're different, failure to function adequately, you have severe personal stress. So you do see a big difference. But yeah, that's a strength. A limitation is that criteria is unrealistic. In some sense of way, this is so unrealistic for everybody to actually achieve. There's always, of course, people are going to obviously cope, not going to be coping with stress all the time. But so it's actually really unrealistic, some of them. Like, you can't always have a good self-esteem, you can't always be independent, you do need people to help you in some sort of way in your life. And if for example you have your A-levels or your mocks, it's really unrealistic for you to be able to cope with stress, some sort of way. Yes, you're able to actually be like, hey, what's gonna happen is gonna happen, but it's unrealistic for you to be able to carry this idea for a long time. And having good self-esteem, you're gonna have your ups and downs at some point. So the criteria is quite strict and it's extremely high standards, which is impossible to live up to all of them, which could be quite disheartening. And this could mean that everyone would somehow be classified as abnormal to some sort of degree. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye.